Well, hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Three Crones and the Woo Woo. I am one of your hosts, Gayle Nicholson with Creative Command Coaching and Consulting. To my side, I have Miss Krista Ducharme with Dimensional Healing with Krista on Facebook. And of course, as always, supporting us from below, we have Damaris Samolinski with Ask the Genie with Damaris Samolinski. Oh, it has been a heck of a week, ladies. How's life with you? I know. Let me start with Krista, because Krista has this amazing background right now. Tell us where you are, and you do the whole Vanna.
Doing the Vanna. I am in Santorini, Greece. Yes.
I'm so excited.
So am I. Yeah, we're here. Kevin and I came here to celebrate our 30th wedding anniversary. We were here 25 years ago, as a matter of fact, this month. So it's been really amazing. We arrived on Sunday, so we're only a couple days in, and we leave on Sunday, the 18th of September. And yeah, we've just been soaking up all the yumminess of Greece and really learning a lot of really cool things here about Santorini. Are you guys aware that Santorini is one of the places that is thought to be where Atlantis was?
I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
Yes, it is there. It is, according to Plato's description, this island fits it. Not necessarily, we'll say it fits it very well and very much. And the helicopter, I special ordered that. Make sure it came exactly when we were on. Oh, right over us. Hi.
That's perfect.
They're
Absolutely
so nice.
Perfect.
They're so nice. They're helping us out. Yes. So yesterday, Kevin and I when we arrived on Sunday, we went to one of the ancient sites that they have uncovered here. And then yesterday we went to one of the other ones, and tomorrow we're going to go to the museum, and I'm going to write about it. And I think I'm going to share it with our Patreon subscribers first before I share it with our Facebook folk, because there's some really interesting history here. And it's an amazing little island. It's shaped like a crescent because it's a volcanic island, and the volcano, the Santorini, literally blew the island apart, and then it sank.
Oh my.
Yes. To the bottom of the Aegean Sea. So we're in the Aegean, if you guys want to know, and that is it's part of the Mediterranean, if you will. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
that's really cool.
How's the foods?
Amazing. My goal is to have a Greek salad every day, and so far I've done well. I haven't had one yet today, but I see one for dinner.
Oh, I love that.
I love Greek salads.
And it's not what we think of as a Greek salad in the United States. There's no lettuce involved.
No
lettuce. Nope.
How is that possible?
It's tomato, cucumbers, or chopped tomatoes, sliced cucumber, red onion, feta cheese, which is amazing, and olives. And then yesterday we had a really unique take. They actually had capers on it, and that one was really good. So, but yeah, no lettuce.
Oh wow.
I'm
Well,
sure it's delicious. I'm sure it's delicious.
lettuce doesn't grow really. It's not something that would grow very well here. They grow tomato plants. They're known. Santorini Island is known for their tomatoes. Of course, it's a volcanic rock. It's volcanic, so it's amazing. Yes, Krista is giving a little bit of a geography lesson. Sorry.
I love it. I
Crone.
love it.
You have to
I
report
am. I'm
my
the traveling crone.
Yeah.
So,
This
yeah.
here's Ada. Hi, Ada.
Hey, Ada.
Glad you could join us. Awesome stuff. Well, I love the geography lesson. I think Greece is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. But it's really fun to have other people's sisters poking at them too.
Oh, I know. Well, and now you've actually met Tracy.
Yes.
So
In person, got hugs.
yeah, there
Right?
you go. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, she
Yep.
said she had to deliver something to you.
Yes, I brought show and tell to share with everyone because this is just absolutely phenomenal, and it blew my mind. Okay, first of all, so this I have a dragon egg. I have a dragon's egg. Isn't this
That's
beautiful?
awesome. It
This
is.
is chocolate from the House of Nuwa, and as Tracy told me, Nuwa is a spirit that is half dragon, half human. So she thought that was absolutely perfect for my new moniker that Damaris gave me as the Dragon Slayer.
Yes.
Now, isn't this box absolutely beautiful? And it's got little dragons all over it. And it's egg shaped. But this is just the beginning. Okay, so I'm gonna open this up.
Okay. I want
I
to see a
don't
picture.
worry.
You need to take a picture of the box.
I will. I will.
I really want to see that. Okay.
So the first thing that you get is this little. You're exactly where you're supposed to be.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? And then there is a backstory on each piece of chocolate and what is in it, you know, and they're fairly romantic backstories. Like, here, let me read one to you, one of the shorter ones. All right, good fortune. The Chinese were the first to cultivate the kin can, which is kumquat, which translates to gold orange. Today, the Chinese often display this evergreen tree in their home during the Chinese New Year celebration and showcase the fruit with stems and leaves attached. Kumquats symbolize prosperity and often are presented as gifts. Metaphysically, kumquats purify energy for the mind and are thought to lift one's mood into a happier state. So there is a write-up like that for every single chocolate and what is inside of it. Is that not phenomenal?
That's amazing. Have you tried any of the chocolates?
I had to put it away so there was some left to show you.
It's okay. It's all good.
So then we get the chocolate map, which tells you exactly which chocolate is which based on their shape and location in the box. And then, of course, a guided instruction on how to effectively taste these chocolates, because there's like 5 different, 6 ways, like that you should appreciate every piece of chocolate that you eat by breathing it in, taking a look at it, touching it, taking it to your nose and sniffing it, eating it, tasting it on the palate, and then the finish, letting it melt in your mouth. All right. So look at these. Are these not the most beautiful little chocolates?
Wow, they look amazing.
They're gorgeous.
Aren't they?
They're beautiful. Oops, one fell out.
Sorry.
Oh, dear. I was going to say, that one just said it needed to be eaten. There you have it.
It was suicidal. It needed to be in my mouth. All right.
There you go. It jumped.
I want to say thank you to Tracy, because I cannot tell you, especially with all of the stuff that I have endured over this past year. And I just had pictures coming up in my time hop that I left Arizona 1 year ago this week.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. So it's been a year, and everything that I've endured, I'm feeling like I don't fit and I'm unloved. Tracy, your little trip healed me. She drove 2.5 hours to come here.
That's
and
amazing.
see me and deliver this, to me. Give me a hug and chat and sit and share a couple of chocolates with me and tell me what she's doing with her life and the personal interaction and all. And I was just like, I'm still am.
I can hear it.
That's amazing.
And I'm just so very, very touched. So thank you very, very much. And I hope that my attempt to give you something in return works out, because there is a store about 3 fronts down from where I work called Gamer's Grotto. And I talked to the owner about getting Tracy's shortbread in there, stocked in the store for her Harry Potter series and her Star Wars series.
Wow.
Yeah, for the shortbread that she makes. So cross your fingers, everybody, that's all going to work out as well, because he's great. I love the shortbread. The shortbread is great, and I love she's got these new Harry Potter cookie cutters that are coming soon, and we're all very, very excited for you, Tracy. So thank you for the love, and
amazing.
And I hope it all works out for you.
Amazing. Yeah. Amazing.
Yes. Thank you, Allison. Yes, Tracy is absolutely amazing, and these chocolates are to die for.
My goodness.
Yeah, Tracy is pretty awesome, but I'm biased. I'm her sister.
Right? Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not crying. You're crying. I'm not crying.
It's okay. We're allowed to show emotions. Remember,
a half-hour drive.
Emotion, right? Yeah.
Just that 2.5-hour drive alone says a lot,
Well, yeah, and both ways, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's 5 hours of driving to drop off these chocolates. I felt so very loved.
Yes.
So I can't wait to go in the other direction and see Tracy and Mama Crone as well.
And Allison isn't too far away either. Allison showed up at my mom's house while I was back stateside. So I'm like, that's amazing. Yeah.
It is awesome. So amazing. So amazing.
Awesome. Well, welcome, Karen Ducharme Bruckno.
Oh, hey,
good to see
Karen.
You as well.
Karen's under the weather, so everybody send her good vibes.
Good juju to Karen.
Good juju to Karen. Yeah, she has bronchitis again.
Oh, no.
Well, you know what? Adam wants to be part of the coffee clutch. Yeah. We love you, though, Adam. And if I ever get to England, I will definitely stop and look you up.
Definitely.
It's so sweet. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so touched. And yes, agreed, Mama Crone. We do need to have a Crone Day in Massachusetts. Maybe we can all meet in Salem.
Wow.
That could be fun.
That be awesome?
Yeah.
I love Salem. Don't go at Halloween, though.
Oh, it'll be packed and crazy.
That's why. It's only because it's packed.
Yeah. Awesome. So, Damaris, how are things with you? Are you getting the rain that I'm getting up here?
Yeah, this morning it was like torrential downpours. It was like the whole time, this whole summer hasn't really rained, and we got it all within like an hour and a half. So much that my basement got flooded downstairs. So we had to go downstairs, and I mean, it wasn't that much, but it was enough. It was enough. Yeah.
Yikes. So did you get to save everything that was in danger?
Yes. And what happened was we have a drain, but it was clogged. So the water just was going into the apartment. Yeah, downstairs.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah. And your daughter lives there, right?
My daughter lives downstairs. So we had to go help her. And my husband had a dry vac that they, used also to dry it up. But it was a pain in the butt, at 7:00 in the morning.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to wake up, for sure. Absolutely, for sure.
But it's good now, thank God.
Yeah. Now I want to kind of segue from last week's stuff that we were talking about to this week's stuff, because Damaris was talking last week about the full moon going into Libra, right, or in Pisces, one or the other.
You mean Mercury retrograde in Libra and then in Virgo?
Yeah, Mercury retrograde in Libra, and then there was also the full moon in I think it was in Pisces, and the sun's in Libra.
Yeah, I think it was in Pisces. Yes.
Yeah. So she was talking about we were going to see how all this plays out, right? With Mercury going into Libra and Aries, you know, the whole like aggression, but you can see both sides, and we weren't quite sure how this was going to come out. Well, Damaris and I became poster children for this week.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
yes,
Do tell. Oh, please. I'm sitting on the edge.
So essentially what happened was Damaris did this beautiful write-up, right? For the tarot deck that we're doing. And she asked for feedback. And I gave her feedback, which was, I don't like it. I'm like, I don't like it. You know?
There was no trying to, you know.
Yeah, I was not diplomatic. Fuck Libra. I was not diplomatic at all.
It was like
I don't like it. You changed stuff. I didn't, you know, I had no, you know, say in, and nope, I don't like this, right? So that and I didn't think as I'm writing this out, right? I'm just got my little editor's hat on, and I'm like, I would have edited the shit out of this and blah, 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 right? And not thinking at all how my communication is landing over there, right? I just got this checklist out, and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And I send it, and I don't think anything of it. And then I get this email back from Damaris that's just like, her hair is on fire, right?
It was.
Right? And she's just like, blah, 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 blah. And it was like, okay. Welcome to Mercury retrograde in Libra. We've got two different sides here. We are going to flame each other to death and annihilate the entire world between us. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't talk about this right now.
No,
we got plenty of time. And then Damaris is like, you know what? You're right. We're gonna put this aside until all of this, you know, Mercury retrograde crap is gone. Because it's only gonna get worse. It's gonna retro from Libra into Virgo. God help us if you sent the same thing then, because then I'd have the freaking.
It's gonna go in my sign.
You know?
Yeah.
So if you guys have been experiencing anywhere in the world this week where you've got to collaborate with people, especially in work, I had the same thing happen at my day job too. Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah. Me and the cook faced off. Oh, big time. Oh yeah. So at any rate, if you're experiencing that, it's okay to, like Damaris said last week, step away, set it aside, and come back to it later, and it'll probably be better for all concerned. You know, and if you've got an enlightened person that you're trying to deal with, just acknowledge, look, this is Mercury retrograde in Libra, and there's a lot of high energy going on here. It's okay to set it aside. If you're talking with, you know, an earthling, they may not get it, but they don't have to. They don't have to. No. So I just wanted to share that with all of you because we're living it real time, aren't we, Damaris?
We are. And thank you for sharing. You know, it's like I remembered also when I was writing, I wrote my story in a book with other women. And when I asked, how many words should I write? The lady was like, just write your story, just write. Like, okay. So I wrote. Then it was going to the editor. So the editor was like, oh, wow, your story's great. And I was like, oh, thank you. I'm all excited. And then he's like, cut it in half. I'm like, what? What? So he was like, yeah, you know, we wanted you to write. And then we take away everything that's not, you know, that not important. And we reduce it to like 2,000 words. Like literally had to cut it in half. And that's pretty much the mindset that I had was like, okay, I'm going to just write. And then whatever we need to take away, we take away and we reduce it and we make it where it fits. But the way you responded wasn't that way. I was just like,
So as I pointed out, ladies, we have to do the first draft. It's okay. We all just write. It's the first draft.
And then we just take away.
That's right. And we edit it, and
Yes.
or else maybe what we do is it's like, oh, that's really good, but not for the deck. How about for the class?
Exactly.
Or
Yeah.
how about, wait, this, let's do something solely related to just that, whatever
And
that
and
may be.
I love the way you came. You were like, the softer energy, You had this
Okay.
Libra, Scorpio energy, and this
So
Virgo.
I have to be, I have to tell you, and if Kevin was here, I'd have him pop on. He's over there. Yeah, that was not my first reaction.
What was your first reaction?
My first reaction was, this is bullshit. But, however, I took my own advice from last week, which was count from 5 backwards, walk away, and let it sit a minute. And that's when I went to bed. I said, okay, I'm just going to go to bed, and then I'll reapproach this in the morning.
And it was great.
Yes.
You really brought in the softness and the calm.
Well, thank you. Because, yeah, I thought I was going to breathe at first the dragon fire, but it's okay. I stepped back. So the point of all, I think the whole conversation that you guys can all appreciate is that the three of us don't always have our best behavior on either.
Yeah. And that is very true, but I want to add to that as well. We are still human. We are not perfect. The planets affect us just the same as they are affecting you.
Absolutely.
And we might have a little bit of knowledge that allows us to go, oh shit, something's happening here. That, instead of us going, I wonder what's going on. You know?
Yeah.
And there's 7 planets in retrograde. 7. So it's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, tell us more, Damaris.
All right. So this week, starting on the 16th, we're going to have an exact opposition between Venus in Virgo and Mars in Gemini. So what does that mean? Now, Virgo and Gemini are both ruled by Mercury. So they work well together. They're very intellectual signs because they're ruled by Mercury, which is the planet of the intellect. But with the Venus and Mars, combination here or opposition, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Now, Mars is just like, it wants everything done fast. It doesn't have any patience. It's like, boom. It just jumps into everything. Venus is more, calm, and especially with the Virgo energy, because Venus is in Virgo, it's more diligent. It's more like it wants to pay attention to details. It doesn't want to go so fast in everything. So with that whole combination, one wants to just jump, one wants to slow down. It's just really like a push and pull kind of energy that's happening there. And so, wherever people have their Venus and wherever people have their Mars, it may be also kind of like a little tug of war as well as what we had the other day. Again, Venus is love and nurturing. Mars is warlike. So it may be, and that's all the way. It's gonna, it's Venus is in Virgo till the 29th of this month. So
wait a second. The theme for this phase is going to be Pink's song, Go Away, Don't Leave Me. Or what's the name of that one? You know the one I'm talking about, where she's just like, I can't stand you, get out of here. And no, don't leave.
Yes.
It's going to be like
yes. That's exactly the energy. That is exactly the energy. That is it. Okay. And so, and then everything else is still going on. We still have Mercury in retrograde. It's like all of these things are going on and all of these things are happening that we really need to just breathe, like Krista was saying, and just slow down, not get into these tug of wars and stuff like that, because, sometimes words are said that they can't be taken back also, Mm-hmm. So it's really, yikes. It's going to be something to watch. Like I said at the beginning, I put a post and I said November is going to be a month to remember because of all of these planets and all of these things that are happening. And it's not just personally, it's globally. You know, the planets affect everybody. And depending on, again, the state of consciousness, we either going to react viciously or we're going to just take a breather, you know? So that's going to be interesting to watch. I feel this week, because of that dynamic, is going to be also very interesting. Like, we got to watch what's happening in the world this week because of all of this energy that's happening. Yeah. This week is going to be...
What was that, Krista? I can't hear you.
I'm saying, no, I'm not going to. I'm on vacation. My life always revolves around what's happening in the world. I'm on vacation. No.
Well, maybe not between you and Kevin, but what's happening, you know, around us. You know what I mean?
No, that's the whole point. She's all very involved with what's happening in the world around us on a global level all the time.
On a global level all the time.
Off.
I'm taking a week off. You guys can just give me the, you know, the briefing later.
Yes. Yes.
Just give me the 411.
There you go.
Gosh. I mean, that combination could work well together, but that Mars energy is what's killing it, you know? Mars, again, it could be very, very abrupt, aggressive, you know, compulsive, impulsive. That's that energy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then we have the one number today, which, you know, I think we've had the number one a couple of times. That number one energy is all like leadership. It's all about the I am, right? Stepping into that energy of the I am is stepping into, you know, that independent, kind of pioneer, kind of trailblazer kind of energy. You know, I was thinking about the number one and I thought of a commander in chief. And really, how do we obtain that quality of a commander in chief? What are the qualities that are needed to be a commander in chief within our own right? I'm saying, you know, not a president or anybody else, but within our own selves. What is the qualities that are needed for that being in command and being, you know, not allowing to anyone?
I certainly hope that Charles is able to suck all that up too.
What was
qualities needed to be a good commander in chief? Because we, you know,
for
the first time in all of our lives, we have a king now, or not?
Does he have those qualities?
Right, exactly. And have they been nurtured and allowed to grow?
Exactly.
What, Chris?
I was going to say, you said, well, not we. And I'm like, but essentially, he is. Even though worldwide, he is. When someone says the king, we're having this conversation about Queen Elizabeth. When someone says the queen, we all knew exactly who it was, even though it's like, you know, I'm surrounded by queens, right? In the countries I'm in and stuff. We don't think about the other kings and queens.
Why is that?
Because of the position and the effect that Great Britain has had globally for so long throughout history.
Yeah.
That's, I think, just what we are programmed and we understand. So it's like when you say King Charles, you know, you think Great Britain. You know, you just are like, oh, okay.
Or you think Spanish.
So it'll be interesting to see what he does.
She was queen for 70 years, right?
Yeah, 70 years.
A long time.
Yeah. He won't be king that long.
No, because he's older. He's 73, right?
He's 70.
He's in his 70s. I think 76.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But yeah, in his low to mid 70s, I do believe.
48. I think he was born in 48. He's 2 years younger than my mom. So then he's 40. So I'm going to be 42. She's going to be 76. So that means he's 74. Sorry. 74. How did you do the math?
Now that's Common Core.
No, that's Krista math.
Do you think he has those qualities like his mother did? You know, maybe he doesn't. You know, he was always like in the background of things. I never really.
Well, he has his own way of things, and he's actually a much more green king than his
Yeah.
mother ever was concerned with conservation and that kind of thing. Not to say that it's wrong, but they looked at him like he was soft. But he may be exactly the king that we need at this point in our evolution on the planet. You know, with climate change and all those things coming in, he may be exactly the king that we need to pay attention to those issues. I don't know. Let's see how it all unfolds.
Yeah, how it all plays out.
Yep.
I mean, I still have a really rough spot when it comes to Camilla. So
yeah, me too.
I think a lot of people do.
I never accepted her.
Yeah, we all, I think, have. That's not an unusual thing, and I'm sure she's well aware of it. But
so what's her role now? What does she become? Her title?
She's the queen consort. So Prince Philip was a consort as well. And so that's what she's going to be, because she could never hold the title of queen. The only person that would ever hold that title was Princess Diana.
Okay.
And in the future, Princess Catherine, who is now Princess of Wales.
Princess of Wales, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they've taken those titles.
And they do have like a 10-day mourning thing, right? That's
yes.
Yeah, and then the coronation, I mean, the coronation could be 6 months from now. It doesn't have to be immediately.
When do they do the mourning? Like, when do they mourn her for 10 days?
It's the 10 days.
Yeah, she's lying
Charles
in state
is on a tour of Great Britain.
Okay.
That will bring him back around to London near the 10th day for the actual funeral. Kind of thing. In the meantime, the Queen is lying in state, I believe it went Westminster.
Yeah, I think she's there now.
Which, between you and me, Damaris, Julie Green on the 3rd.
I know, I heard it.
Westminster was going to be in the news.
Yes.
A couple of other things were going to be in the news. And then this morning was the broadcast that she recorded the day that the Queen passed away. So we'll see.
I follow her. I love her. Yeah.
So we'll see what she gets on with what's his name from His Glory, how many hits she got out of that. Anyway, side trip. And Tracy, good point. He could have a good 20 years. You know, he may not be a 5-year king. You know, he could have a good 20 years.
Yeah.
On this. So
his parents were, older too. She was 96. So
yeah, his mom was 96 and his dad was 99.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. All righty. Well, Prince Philip definitely would have made it past 100 if he had bought stickers from us.
Oh, definitely. That was a given.
Yeah.
If he had a 3 Crones sticker, he could have lived. He'd be still going.
We should send some to King Charles.
That's it. There you go. Okay, so I was dancing a little. All righty. So the crystal of the week is Tiger's Eye. And I have to say that thank you for doing that. Mm-hmm. I am really, I've spent all day kind of thinking about it because I wanted to tap into the energy of what it was trying to give us or tell us with everything that's going on, especially with this retrograde. I mean, we have seven planets in retrograde. Yes. So I'm like, okay, so what is it trying to tell us? Or what is it trying to support us in? And it's really kind of interesting. So Tiger's Eye is a very grounding. So it is very earth and it's also very fire. It has both energies because it can ground you and you can use it as a grounding stone, but you can also use it with your solar plexus, which is where our powerhouse, our energy house, and it's governed by the sun. And that's that flash, right? That's that flash. And I love it because Tiger's Eye is a protection stone as well. But here's one of the really cool things that I was reading about today that I didn't even know about tiger's eye, is it's one of the stones that in ancient civilizations, they considered it to ward off evil. And it was considered like a god's eye.
Nice.
Stone. Okay. So China and Egypt are those ancient civilizations that kind of treated it like a god's eye. And so like today, all day, I was seeing God's eyes everywhere here. And if anybody knows what they are here in Greece, they're the blue eye with the white, with the black, with the blue and the black, right?
Yeah.
And I absolutely love them. And it makes perfect sense now that I'm relating it back to the tiger's eye as being a protection stone to ward off evil. But the other really cool part about it, and I think that this is where we want to take, we really want to actually take on the messaging, is that it allows us to build courage. Because there's a lot that's going on that is going to require us to be courageous.
Absolutely.
And now it doesn't mean that you need to run out, and fight a battle kind of courage. It means that you need to have the courage to do what it is that you need to do. That in itself can be courageous.
Yeah.
We have a tendency to get lost in our own world, in our own mind that we create, that world, right? And remember, this is a really tiny space, folks. Out here is a much bigger space. And this is where we need to live, not here. This really, you can get really some crazy ass stuff going on up there, okay? So, but you want to really tap into that. And use the energy from the solar plexus, your powerhouse, use that groundedness, that's that earth connection. But also remember that with tiger's eye, because it's considered a protection stone and because it's considered to have like an almost intuitive ability. It's really good for those of us who are Scorpio, by the way. It's a great stone. It's really also helps us to connect, not maybe tap in, but to connect that intuition, which means listen to it. Listen to your intuition, pay attention. And here's a true story. I don't always listen to my intuition. And I can tell you, when I don't listen to my intuition, things go pear-shaped. Sometimes it's a pear shape that I can write pretty quickly. Sometimes it's like, oh shit, I really didn't want things to go like that. And then I have to, you have to work through what was created because I didn't listen to my intuition. So, so really don't discard. A lot of people, I think, overlook tiger's eye. Right now, I think it's a really good combination stone. And I know Damaris has been wanting, she keeps saying, Krista, you need to give people stone that grounds. You need to give them things that ground.
Especially because of all the stuff going on,
Yes. Yeah. So I have an extra bonus stone for you guys. Lava rock.
Ooh.
So you want to ground? We went to Black Beach here on Santorini Island. They have 3 beaches: Black Beach, White Beach, and Red Beach. And it all has to do with the volcanic ash and the volcanic, lava and the volcano, the flow and everything. So today we went to, like I said, we went to Black Beach and we walked in the sand. And now we didn't walk far. We walked, I think it was 90 meters in the sand, which was hard work because we would sink and get dragged out because we were walking in the water, and stuff. And it was really great. That, and it's really coarse. However, the really cool thing is is I felt dreamy after. And Kevin's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." I'm because I felt so grounded. I felt so at peace.
I like
So
that.
I realize you all don't live anywhere where there's, lava and you can walk on a sandy or a black sand beach. However, if you are near a beach, go walk barefoot in the sand. If you aren't near a beach, go walk in the woods or sit with a tree, sit in the grass. Really connect to that earth element when you're feeling a bit scattered and a bit shard. And you're going to find that it's going to really help you connect and feel more at peace.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely need that.
Yeah. And we do need it. So, Gayle, I know that it's not tiger's iron, which is one of your dragon slaying stones.
Yes.
But have you, in all your Scorpio-ness, tried using tiger's eye?
Yes and no. What I was going to share about it is actually that I have a tiger's eye ball that about that big, that when you polish a tiger's eye into a sphere, the top and the bottom looks like an eyeball. I believe that's probably what gave people the inclination that this was a God's eye kind of stone. And then the chatoyancy shining, even though it's a rock. How does that happen? That must be, this must be God's favorite, whichever God it may be.
There you go.
Whichever God it may be is right.
Yeah.
So but no, I haven't really, I find myself attracted to tiger's eye a lot, and for no particular, and I happen to like the blue stuff better. Like Joanne was saying, she's wearing blue tiger's eye today.
Yeah.
I love the blue stuff. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful. But I want to take a second to welcome one of our new people.
Okay.
Patreon. Mr. Harry Hyatt has joined our Patreon.
Right.
So
Yay! This is awesome. So yes, we have a new person and I absolutely love it. And so Patreon is another way that you can connect with us, and we'll be doing the Moon and Woo on Monday on Patreon at 9 a.m. And I will last be back in the Netherlands, which I will be very ready and to go to do that with everybody. But yeah, it is a really exciting time to join us, because we have Moon and Woo for our amethyst level, and our citrine level, you guys get to have your names and lights. You get little add-ins from all three of us. And we're just really excited. We want that community to grow. We love our Facebook community. We love our YouTube community. By the way, has anybody gone on to our YouTube page and liked it or subscribed? You need to subscribe and hit the bell. That's what I want you to do for YouTube. And so we're really trying to work on building this community, and so that we can do more things.
Awesome. Very, very excited about all of our Patreon people. And getting the Moon and Woo kicked off again on Monday. That's going to be wonderful. So, because it's going to be new moon in what? Pisces?
I think it is Pisces.
The full moon was in Pisces, but I'm not sure where the new moon is.
Check.
We need a double check. Is it the 19th? It might be the following Monday. I need a double check. Sue may have gotten me confused, or I may have gotten me confused. We need a check, but it's one of the Mondays.
No, it's the new moon in Libra on the 19th.
Yes.
Okay, it is the new moon in Libra.
It's not actually happening on the new moon. Is not happening on
Saturday or Sunday.
It is happening on my birthday, the 25th.
Ooh.
Okay, there we go. There
Yeah,
we
new
go.
moon in Libra on my birthday. Oh my.
That's going to be fun. That's
Yes,
fun.
it
And by the way,
is.
we have a birthday this week. It's Damaris's birthday on
It is.
Thursday.
Happy birthday,
Yes, it
Damaris.
is.
When
On
is
the
your birthday
15th.
specifically?
Yours is on the 25th of September.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when's
and yours
yours?
is the 15th.
Yeah, mine is the 15th. Hers is the 25th. But it's in Libra, but it's in September.
Yep. And
Yeah.
then I'm at the end of October. So there you go.
Oh wow! It's right one after the other.
Perfect. Awesome. So we'll have to do something special for Damaris on the 15th.
Ooh.
So
Thank you.
yay. All righty. Well, let's talk a little bit about the whole all right. So here's the thing. Trusting your vision is crystal clear. You can't. You can't. All right. You can trust that where you're being led is in the right direction. All right. You can trust that shit will change at any given time. Okay. So there is no trusting that as you see it right now is how it's going to play out forever. Right. You cannot possibly have absolute clarity about your mission because more will be revealed as you continue to make choices and take steps. All right. So let's just let go of that attachment that we have, that we need to know what we're doing and we must have clarity about our mission and all of this stuff that keeps us afraid to take any actions whatsoever. Oh, once I have this idea from the universe about how things are supposed to go, then I can trust it enough to stick my toe in the water. That's not how God works, my loves. That is not how God works. No. First of all, God is saying, I gave you free will. You choose, I'll fulfill.
Yeah.
That's, and we don't want to take the risks that it takes to choose, because when things, work themselves around and work themselves out, we think we've done something wrong because it didn't go the way we thought it should. And the fact of the matter is, God's timing, right? And no matter what it is that we've been given to do, think of it this way. This helped me a lot when I was first recovering and trying to figure out why on earth my life went the way that it did in the beginning, right? Mm-hmm. You are a child of God. You are in God's playpen. There ain't nothing in this playpen that could possibly hurt you. You got all the stuffies you could want. You got all the puzzles you could need to, expand your mind. You got all of the toys that you could possibly desire to play with. And there ain't nothing that God is going to put in front of you that could possibly hurt you in an eternal way, right? There are experiences that can hurt, You're playing with a jack in the box and you go to push that little clown back in and you get your finger pinched in the lid. Yeah, it's going to hurt for a second, but it doesn't do anything to you eternally. It doesn't change who you are. It doesn't make you, broken, right? So think of it that way. And then just go play. Just go play. And when you take 3 steps in one direction, and then the 4th step takes you in a different direction, don't consider yourself wrong. Don't think that you've done the wrong thing or gone too far. It's not even a detour. It's a new path, right? That's going to get you to where God designed you to go, period, right?
Yeah.
And all of this living is just fulfilling on what the plan was for us that was taken in that snapshot the moment that you were born, that the 3 of us happen to call astrology. Yeah. Where the planets are at the moment that you are born determines who you are to be in this world, right?
Definitely.
So
definitely
get your ass off the couch, turn off the fucking TV, and go meet somebody. Yeah. It doesn't have to be romantic. That interaction where 2 or more are gathered, there I am in the midst. It's
right.
interacting with people that creates life, that creates miracles, right? So again, let's let go of this thing that says we have to have the entire plan written out for us and consciously aware of it before we can take the single actions. And no, the entire plan has been written out for us, and we'll reveal it on a need to know basis. And if you don't need to know it yet, you're not going to get clear about it until you've done those steps that need to be done to be in a position where you need to know about it now. Does that make sense, ladies?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Awesome. What do you have anything to put in? Because we're actually ahead of the show today.
We are. You still have to do the card, though, right?
We
Yes,
still have
I
to
do.
the
I
card.
do. Yeah, but that doesn't take too much time. I just want to see, what do you guys have for input on that?
I definitely agree. We have a plan, and then, God laughs.
To our plans, yeah.
Exactly.
Sometimes I think we get too fixated in the outcome that we forget that if we flow, so I equate everything to either air or water, especially because I have such a heavy background in aquatics. Mm-hmm. But when you're at the ocean, you can't stop the current, right? You can't stop the waves from crashing up on, rolling up onto the beach, no matter how hard you try. Well, sometimes we get so fixated on how things are supposed to be, what the outcome is supposed to be, that that rather than flowing with that wave, mm-hmm. we get knocked down, and then we feel like, oh, now I have to struggle to get up.
Yeah.
And we forget that we're the ones, like you said, it's free will. It is free will.
Definitely. Especially also with that one energy, right? The one energy, you're supposed to show others the way in that vibration of the one. So you have to sort of figure it out too. You have to, it's almost like trial and error until you figure it out, and then you can teach others, that are behind you, so to speak. So the one energy has that courage also. You were speaking about courage. That one energy, it's setting the trend for everybody else that follows.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Be your own leader. Be the CEO of YOU.
The Commander-in-Chief.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I love it.
Yep.
I love it.
It's also that masculine energy, right? The one has the masculine energy. I always say the one is like the Adam energy, right? The first masculine energy here was Adam, right? So
according to one story,
I'm like, okay. There are many stories.
Yeah.
On how that works.
But definitely. We, even with today's stuff, and when I get to today's card, you're going to see how phallic the number one energy can be.
Wow.
Okay. Because it is a masculine energy, whether you ascribe it to Adam, whether you just ascribe it to, a different story, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. The energy is the energy. It's a masculine energy. So let's take a look at what that card is today.
Ace of Wands.
Okay.
Oh,
penetrating energy.
Penetrating energy. Exactly. It is all about, that fertility, that opportunity, that to take action, if you will. And let me get to where I've got this a little right up. Where do we go here? All right. So Ace of Wands, birth, energy, inspiration, sexuality, self-image. Let me ask all of you, I want you to put into the comments right here, right now. Do you feel sexy today? Yes or no?
Let's see what they write.
Right? Let's see what you have to say. Do you feel sexy today? And then I'm going to ask you as well, if you don't feel sexy, what can you do to make yourself feel sexy today? All right. Awesome. We got couple of yeses coming up. Definitely. Awesome. Yep. Adam always feels sexy.
Of course he does.
Joanne, awesome stuff.
That's so funny,
And
Adam.
I imagine these are Ada and Karen, possibly. And I got to check here because Karen, do you feel sexy today, Karen? Woohoo. She's not feel sexy every day. Yeah, because she wasn't feeling too well.
Yeah, she wasn't feeling well.
So I'm really, really, Allison, go take a nap, sweetheart.
Yes.
Have a sexy dream.
Mm-hmm. There you go. That's sexy.
Right? So yeah, if you don't feel sexy, do a little treat for yourself to make.
By the way, Kevin's chiming in. He's feeling sexy.
Honey, if Kevin is in Greece with you all sun-kissed and doesn't feel sexy today, somebody needs to throw some lava rock at him.
So funny. Is he in a jacuzzi?
Yeah, isn't he in a jacuzzi? How could he not feel sexy in a jacuzzi?
He's in a jacuzzi right now. I wish I could. I couldn't play or put a microphone over there because then we would have to make it X-rated. But he's just being silly.
So
it's funny.
Yes. So I want to tell you a little bit about what this card is about. Look for inspiration everywhere. Literally. I mean, pull it out of your ear, literally. Be ready to write down notes so you don't forget the ideas that pop into your head. Even if something seems impossible or way too big, write it down. You know, nothing lasts in this world until it's pulled out of the head. Like Krista was talking, we can't live inside here. It's a very small space, right? Mm-hmm. Get it out of your head, write it down. Because once it is written down, it becomes part of the Akashic records, if you will, so to speak. And it becomes more concretized in reality, right? And it can come into being. Everything that you see around you was once somebody's thought. Think about that.
Funny,
your chairs, your furniture, everything was once somebody's thought.
Yep.
And then they put it into action. Now,
I just want to interject for a second because you're describing the energy of what I was talking about with the planets and the signs. So Gemini, it's all in the head. It's all, it's an air sign. So it's all very creative. And then the Virgo energy brings it to the earth, brings it, to a manifestation. So in Gemini, we create, and Virgo, we manifest on the physical plane.
Awesome. Thank you for putting that in there.
Yeah.
All right. Now, when this card appears, look for a new opportunity. All right. The Ace of Wands is a seed to be nurtured. And remember, those wands are made out of wood, growth, organic growth. All right. This is a new bright idea, a burst of creative energy, a source of inspiration. Excitement, enthusiasm, and energy for something new are available when the Ace of Wands appears in a spread. So now is your chance to be courageous.
There we go. See how this all works?
Yep. This card can also indicate new life, conception, or birth, both literally and metaphorically. In a love reading, the Ace of Wands is an indication of passion, excitement, and fun. Okay?
If only Venus and Mars to get along.
With somebody, go have fun together. What?
If only Venus and Mars can get along, right?
Right? Yeah. If you're going to play games, probably not, competitive against each other games, but cooperative on the same team games.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. In a career reading, when this card appears, look for opportunities to be creative and express your enthusiasm. As with all aces, this is a new opportunity that must be grasped in order to come to fruition. So again, free will. You'll have ideas. The universe will give you ideas, right? And it's up to you to take action on those. You choose what you're going to do. All right. All right. So, oh my goodness, who's this? Who is this? Is this Jen or is this Greg? Let me see.
It's Jen.
Awesome. Well, it's so lovely to see you.
I didn't. There. Oh, there you go. Hey. Oh, Jen or Tracy. Yeah, this one. That's Genevieve.
Hey, Genevieve. So good to see you. Awesome. Joanne, this is a great affirmation. I am open to unlimited opportunities. And I have a little tabby tiger cat that is trying to invade my space. You might get a look at her in a minute. I don't know. She's a scaredy cat, and if you call her sweetheart, she runs away.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, her name's Tiger. She is the sweetest, most gentle little kitty. She is not a tiger at all. All right. So we have a winner to announce, and now I've made us go over. I don't think we can ever go early. But our new winner this time around, hold on one second. Let me get that off the screen. Boom. And then boom. And then boom. Nope, not that one. Sorry. And I'm stupid. Or not stupid.
Yeah, Ace of Wands is the winner.
You know what I'm saying. I'm doing silly things.
Ada!
Congratulations, Ada. I adore you, Ada. You know how this goes. You've won a few times. For those of you who don't know how this goes, every week we give away a free reading, which are things that we normally do for other people for pay, just so you're clear about that. So if you don't win one, you can always come to us and go, hey, can you give me one of those? How much do you charge? All right. Yeah, but each week we give away a sample of what we do. Right. So for me, it's an intuitive tarot reading. For Krista, it is a crystal reading. And for Damaris, it is a numerology reading. So Ada, you know how this works. Just reach out to the one of us. And how did it all of a sudden become night in Greece?
Because it is. So I'm actually 7 hours ahead of you. So it's 8 p.m.
I mean, the sun set while we were talking.
The sun set while we were talking. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Right? I just noticed it. Sorry, Ada. I apologize for interrupting your congratulations, but I'm like, wait a minute, how'd that happen? All righty. So weird, right? Like I said, for those of you who don't know, just reach out to one of us, choose which reading that you want, and we will get you immediately onto our schedule as soon as we possibly can. And thank you, Ada, so much for being a consistent viewer of Three Crones in the Woo Woo. And we absolutely adore you. Thank you again for being part of this. All righty. So we got one more thing to cover. Order your Three Crones and the Woo Woo stickers now. We have limited edition packs of 4. All you got to do is $10 at DGK3 at Venmo and get your package. We've got brand new ones that Mama Crone designed. And we're going to have more ones soon. I can't wait. But Krista is the queen of stickers, so
I'm having fun making them, creating them.
She needs to stop traveling so much so she can make more.
Well, you know, it's a tough life, but it's okay. I have no problem.
You got to live it, right?
That's right. I have no problem. I will take that one on.
Right. There you go. And once again, one more thank you to Tracy and the House of Nuwa. These chocolates are phenomenal. You touched my heart. Thank you so much, my dear. And thank you as well to everyone who's, including Buddy, the kitty cat. You all have a fantastic week ahead. We love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.